Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. I'm here with Cody and Cody brought me a bag of samples and I'm not quite sure what you're doing today. We're doing a live stream in just a few minutes, so we thought we'd hurry up and videotape this. So Cody, tell me what this is all about today.
Yeah, this is just a little side project, a little surprise. This is the top 10, in Cody's opinion, easy stitch patterns for new crocheters, or any crocheter, just 10 easy stitch patterns.
I think that's a wonderful idea, because even myself, sometimes I just want to make something simple, whether it's a washcloth, a baby blanket, and you just don't want to sit there looking through crochet book after crochet book. This is a great idea to help people looking for those 1 or 2 row repeat patterns.
Yes, we did a video in the past, top 10 stitches for bulky yarns, months and months ago. And that video still gets comments every day that people were looking for stitches and they're so happy they found the video. So I figured we should do some more videos like this.
I think you're right. I think this is exciting. I can't wait to see what you've done.
So before we hop into the stitches and the samples, let me give some shout outs. We had some super thanks on some recent videos. We had Chief Kate multiple times. Thank you, Chief. Then we had Kim Kirsting. So thank you to those two for the super thanks.
Thank you so much.
Then we had some channel member action. We had some new members. We had Frankie Lee. We had Pat Robbins. We had Ruth Bickert and Candace Moon. Some of those may have been renews, but it shows them as new. And some other exciting news. We are down to 39% of people that watch every day are not subscribed. So if you're one of the 39%, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free.
So thank you everyone who supports the channel, whether it's just coming and watching the videos or becoming a channel member. And also thank you to all those super thanks. It really does help us get more yarn for more yarn content for the channel. So I'm really excited about seeing what stitches you have for us today.
Yes, and I'm also very curious. So I want you watching right now to let me know down in the comment section, out of these 10 stitches, and be honest, how many of these stitches do you know? So let's get started with the first one. The first one everybody on earth knows. It's the half double crochet. I love the half double crochet.
I think it's the one stitch that a lot of people ignore. It's a beautiful stitch, but the half double crochet, in my opinion, is that perfect stitch where it's just between a single crochet and a double crochet, where it has that perfect height.
Yes.
So a double crochet is faster, a single crochet is slower, but the half double crochet is just the perfect height. It makes a beautiful stitch pattern.
Very easy. It's a stitch that you can sit there and just mindlessly crochet and you don't have to think about it at all. Another thing is that I've seen several different ways people make it. And when I say make it, they make it the same way, but when they turn differently. I've seen some people where they chain 2. I've seen you who chains 1. And I have to say, chaining 1 looks better than chaining 2. When I chain 2, my edges
are straighter.
Yeah. So I was going to put the single crochet and the double crochet, but I figured I'd just cut those out and put some cooler stitches on there because most people know the
basics. Yeah, I agree.
The next one is a little more complicated, but still fairly easy. It's a 2-row repeat. It's Shells and V's, Stitch of the Week, number 231.
Now, to me, this is a very easy stitch. It may look complicated, but all you're doing are double crochets. You're doing a double crochet V-stitch, and then you alternate with that double crochet cluster. So it's all double crochets. It's just creating that beautiful pattern. And then alternating the stitches just gives it that beautiful look. I think that's a very pretty stitch pattern. And you can make it lacier by bumping your hook size up, and you can have a more lacy pattern.
Yeah, very beautiful stitch, very easy. So that is number 2 on the list. Okay, so on to number 3, and number 3 is a Cody classic. If you watch any of the swatch videos, this is in every single one. You're like, I can't believe this isn't number 1 on the list. So I have 2 samples. You can take that sample, and I'll take the really pretty nice one. It's the double crochet V-stitch.
And again, this is almost the same as the double crochet shell stitch, only this is a 1-row repeat where you're doing double crochet V-stitches and you're stacking them one on top of the other, and you're just going row by row. It's what I call a TV watching stitch. It's a mindless stitch where it's just fantastic. It looks great, it works up quickly, and what more could you ask for than that? So yeah, I rate this a #1 stitch for an easy, quick and easy stitch pattern. And with this stitch pattern, it looks wonderful no matter what yarn you use. I always find it looks good. So yeah, very happy that you chose this stitch pattern. Isn't that the Bitty Stripes Rainbow?
Yep, Bitty Stripes Rainbow. And,
yeah, very pretty.
And surprisingly, this is one of the only ones that's in stock currently. We are now affiliates of Yarn Inspiration, so use our link.
And we're still trying to get the Unicorn Mane. Every time we sign on, it's sold out. So if anybody sees that back in stock, notify us right away so we can try to get some of that. Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. This next sample is a little weird looking because, like I said, I was trying not to use old samples. I was trying to use solid colors to show the stitch definition better. So it looks a little weird. But a lot of these stitches, they're very simple and they're very similar. So they were all kind of looking like each other. So I made one and I used 2 different colors. I used yellow and white. This is the bud stitch.
And that is Stitch of the Week number 113. And I like that it shows 2 different colors because it kind of contrasts each other. And I want to remind everyone, all these stitch patterns that Cody is showing are available. You can get the free written pattern on my website, creativegrandma.net. Just click the link, and then at the top of the screen, you'll see Stitch of the Week. Click on Stitch of the Week, and then it shows over 200 crochet stitch patterns. And then when you see the one you want, just click on the name of the stitch and the pattern will pop up, and then you can download it or you can just print it right off the website. So it's just a great way to get yourself a stitch resource, you know, opportunity. Print them all out, make a binder, have your own little stitch library, so when you're looking for a stitch pattern, you have those written patterns.
I use it every single day. Okay, so time for number 5. We're halfway through already, and this is another one that I have 2 samples. I made a new sample, and then we're going to recycle an old sample. So this is the cruller stitch.
You should have asked him if they recognized it first, because he always has the cruller stitch in his videos.
Cruller stitch number 147. So here is the new sample.
Is this the new sample? Because I don't think I've seen this before.
Yeah, I just made that.
I love it in this sample. Oh my goodness, that is really pretty. Oh, look at this stitch. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. I love it in the solid color. I think it's prettier in the solid color than your multicolor.
See, that's like I said, I did it in a solid color for stitch definition.
I could see this as a baby blanket in the solid color. I could, this is just such a beautiful stitch, and it's just 3 simple stitches. The single crochet, half double crochet, all in the same stitch.
Yep.
And it's another one of those TV watching stitch patterns. But look at that stitch definition. Isn't that gorgeous? I have to say, this has been my favorite so far. And I've used this stitch, but maybe it's the color. It's really popping out. It looks so delicate, so beautiful. So I think you'd be happy with the cruller stitch. And I know a lot of you already love the cruller stitch. So great job on that one, Cody.
Thank you. On to the next one. Next one is the moss stitch.
Now, the one thing about the moss stitch is there's several different moss stitches. You may be thinking of the moss stitch with a single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch. This is a different moss stitch. Beautiful texture. It's just a wonderful stitch pattern, very easy. And this is Stitch of the Week number 233. And this is beautiful. If you see that little bit of texture, it just brings something to the design. And I have to say, it's almost similar to the bud stitch. It has that same type of texture.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons this one stuck out to me. It's so simple, it's so easy, and it has beautiful texture.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this is just half double crochets and slip stitches.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's as basic as it gets, and it'll make you look like a pro. And I had to swipe some yarn off Grandma's wall to make the sample. It was one of her favorite yarns. I think Retro Stripes.
I was going to say, that looks like Red Heart Retro Stripes. Yeah, I love this colorway. Very pretty.
Yep.
Very pretty sample there.
So that was that one. Now the next one is incredibly similar to the moss stitch. This is the crunch stitch.
I almost thought they were the same stitch pattern when I seen them, but they are a little bit different. So the crunch stitch is the slip stitch and a half double crochet as well. Now, the moss stitch you alternate, the crunch stitch you do not. So that's the difference between the two. So very nice on the crunch stitch. Again, that was stitch of the week number 90, and that's gorgeous in that color. And when you hold it up, where's the moss stitch? So when you hold them side by side, if you can see, hold yours up there, Cody, they do look similar, but they are different.
Yep, two very beautiful, very super easy stitches. Okay, time for number 8. Number 8 is the super easy cuddle stitch. What number is that, Grandma?
It's number 107.
All right, so this one is a little more complicated. Not much. It's very basic. It's just double crochet and puff stitch.
So I find this a very beautiful pattern if you want a more textured design. It has that more elegant look, especially in this white. White always makes everything look so elegant. I just think that's a beautiful pattern. So I'd say that's a little more advanced beginner, but if you take your time, it's very easy to do.
Yes.
Yeah, so very happy with that sample as well.
And this is a yarn eating stitch, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, time for number 9. Number 9 is another Cody classic, the super easy ripple stitch. Da, 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 da.
Yep, very pretty, and it definitely is very easy. If you've ever wanted to learn how to do a ripple stitch, this is the pattern for you. This is stitch of the week number 32. We do have videos for all these stitch patterns, so you can check out our YouTube channel. Just type in the name of the stitch you want to learn in my search box on my channel, and that tutorial should pop up. Or you can use our playlist, Stitch of the Week, and search for it that way. But definitely a very easy ripple stitch pattern. So great pattern if you want to learn a ripple stitch.
Yep, nothing but double crochets.
And that's a 1 row repeat.
Yeah, and it works up so fast.
It does. Very easy. And very pretty as a baby blanket. Now this is a 4-weight yarn, but I think this would be very beautiful and delicate in a 3-weight yarn for a baby blanket. Just beautiful pattern.
And we are finally on to number 10. Now, I made a mistake. I accidentally counted one sample twice, so I got down here ready to film the video, and I'm like, oh crap, I accidentally counted one twice. So I just had to pull one out of the box, and we're going with a granny square.
Yes, a granny square is a very easy TV watching stitch. I call it a no-brainer. Once you learn how to make a granny square and you just go round and round and round, very easy double crochet pattern. You only need to learn that one stitch, and you're putting 3 double crochets between each group. And it's just a very fun, fast way to make a blanket. You can make a bunch of squares. Just a fun, easy pattern for beginners once you learn how to do a double crochet.
You can choose to make a bunch of individual granny squares, or you could follow the, what's that one pattern we have? Any size rectangle granny.
Yep.
And it's just, you just keep working around and around and around. So if you have trouble when making blankets with stitch tension and your blankets aren't super straight, you can always work from the center and around, and you won't have that issue.
I agree. So Cody, very pleased with you putting this video together with all these swatches. I think it's very helpful because a lot of times we'll sit there and I'll think, I want to make something, but I want like 1 row repeat. I just want to make something while I'm watching TV and relaxing. And I just think this is a great way to really show them what some of these easy stitches are. But let us know in the comments section which one was your favorite stitch pattern, and have you used these? I can't wait to read the comments. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting. Bye everyone.